It's the Pod in the City weekly roundup. I'm John.
And I'm Amanda. Traitors Season 3 is here, and we are ready to watch a drag queen annihilate a worm with a mustache.
Rumors are swirling that Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater are engaged, and I know exactly what she's telling all her friends. We deserve each other, me and Bach.
And TikTok is working overtime to make sure that Ashley Trevino rings in the new year as the #1 TikToker that nobody asked for, but we all know everything about.
Oh, but what about her nunu?
Oh, I told you not just mention
All that and so much more on this week's episode of the Pod in the City weekly roundup. Hi, guys.
Hi. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy New You. New us, I guess. We're here at noon.
We had plans.
Baby.
We had plans to be in our beds.
Oh, God.
But we still kind of went with super comfy and cozy. Walter, go to your spot, please.
You know the problem? Cox Communications. I'm leaving it at that.
It is. I had the thought. I was like,
Leaving
maybe
it at that.
that's a really bad idea to move John's computer from where it usually lives.
It is. Yes, it's not real silk, unfortunately. It's Amazon satin. But this is a great start because the first thing that I've left in 2024 is Amazon Prime, guys. I quit my Amazon Prime. I did it.
John,
you should too.
I'm the one that added that to our list of things.
I know. It just, thank God Sarah brought it up because I had completely forgot about it. But that was actually how I wanted to start off our entire thing. Guys, quit your Amazon Prime. Do it. You don't need it.
I did, John. And can I tell you, we've watched me go through quite the year of me really coming to terms with my spending habits and in my impulsive buying. And I just said last night, there are several things that I haven't bought in the past 2 weeks that I look back now and I'm like, oh, I never would have used that. So
exactly
because I can't do it. Just Janelle Brown from Sister Wives posted this poached eggs thing.
Okay.
This pan that makes poached eggs, and I immediately added it to my Prime because I'm like, I'm gonna buy that right now. And then I couldn't because there's no free shipping, and then my orders weren't 35, and then you can't. It's not overnight. And then immediately I was like, I would use that once, and then it would just take up space.
Exactly, and you know what? Jeff Bezos doesn't need any more of our money. And I think that 2025 is going to be a great year to put our money where our mouth is. Baby, I'm not stimulating any sort of Trump's economy. Thank you very much. Just saying.
Agreed.
Just saying. Also,
it's been great. And on the amount of times that I'll say it more like this. I'm surprised that I don't own a stand mixer because I want one so bad, and I know I would never use it. I don't bake, but I just always want a stand mixer. And I put that in my cart several times over the past 2 weeks, but I don't have a stand mixer.
Oh, good.
I know. No stand mixer.
I do have a KitchenAid stand mixer, and I use it about twice a year.
Yeah, and if I do that, I'll just buy it secondhand. And I'll wait. Everything that I feel like this will be a good year too, because now I can't justify buying anything new because I'm moving in less than a year.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So
rationalizing. I get it.
Until I move, and then I'll just let everything here go to shit.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a great year, guys.
It really is. I think, yes, I love the idea of going to eBay, Mercari, and resale things. So you're giving the money back to other humans.
And Jay Schwa, hello, Jay Schwa. I'm using your gift certificate on Friday.
I was gonna say, speaking of Jay Schwa, thank you, Jay Schwa, organized on the what's it called? We love to
hate something.
We love to hate Facebook group, which maybe some of you guys aren't a part of because you're solely a Pod in the City lover.
Yeah, but that's where you can find both of us over there.
Jay Schwa organized for people to give money, basically, to give us gift cards for Christmas, and that was really, really sweet. I wanted to say thank you at the top here too Right, Amanda?
Right. I'm going on Friday. We're going to a jazz club, Alvin's Jazz Club. And I'm going to say, well, I love jazz. Like, full
Please
circle.
tell me you're going to get on stage and scat a little, right?
No, because I don't drink anymore. This had been a year ago.
Maybe
yeah,
those mocktails will get you vibing.
Extra
Like,
at Alvin's Jazz Club. But anyway, she says, let's leave Sheen and Timo in 2024. And I agree too, because like all my, I put on this tie-dye shirt that I bought for $420 last year, and it was from Amazon, and the material feels like, it almost feels like there's a lotion on the inside. It's just like an unnatural material. So yeah, let's just get stuff secondhand. Thrifting, let's do lots of thrifting. John's a king thrifter. I went thrifting this weekend with Justine, and then we went to the casino. I'll talk about that later. A little Vanderpump.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, do you want to get into a little housekeeping really quickly here, Jen?
Yes, I want to say first, guys, hit the subscribe button, hit like. We are going to be doing our lives at noon every Wednesday. So new year, new us, at least new time. It's going to be the same trashy, messy, whatever. But, make sure that you're here.
I like this time. Isn't this way better? When it's at 4 o'clock, I feel like all day I'm just like depressed. I'm like, I have to lie.
I feel like not wasting my day, but like this time will be done and I'll be like, oh, I can do other stuff. Yeah. It's not like dark out.
I know, the worst.
And hopefully maybe more people will be able to join us now. I mean, we have 13. It is the first.
I'm actually shocked that this many people, because we also didn't post about it right before I was about to press live, and I'm like, did you post about this on Instagram? And John goes, oops. One thing I asked him to do while I was curling my hair.
I was trying to do something else, and then I didn't end up succeeding in that either. So I kind of, it kind of was like a whole waste of time.
What do we have on our Patreon that came out this morning, and then I had forgotten to write descriptions for, so I put those in an episode.
Oh, what was it? Oh, Golden Girls, guys. We talked for 40 minutes at the top about what I can't even remember.
I know what it was because I wrote the description mere hours ago. That I did a follow-up on Puss in Boots, the pantomime that I went to. And Joan complained about the one semi-negative comment he's gotten on his TikTok.
Oh, yeah. If you want to listen to me rant minorly about oh, I have some rants. I do have another rant though. Minorly. Oh, also check out our And Just Like That, right? We did the documentary last week. And we weren't here.
We weren't here last week. That's why this is bad right now.
That's why this is so frantic feeling. Is we weren't here last week, okay? So we did And Just Like That, the documentary, and our season 3 predictions. You're gonna want to hear that because you're gonna want to know what we think's gonna happen to Bobby Lee in season 3 of And Just Like That. I mean, I'm sure you're
most important character, truly.
And then we also started season 3 of Sex and the City, baby. And oh yeah, this is when it's like back to being good, and like we love it.
Good.
So please check those out. And the way that you can check that out right now is if you're on our Patreon. It's patreon.com/podinthecity. And you know what? This is a great time to join because you can use it for your New Year's resolutions. I hear people listen to us while they're walking, while they're exercising, while they're chilling. Maybe you just want to like.
Do you think anyone listens to us when they're having sex?
What the fuck? No, I hope not. Would you? Because what? What, listening to me be like, complaining about the movies
people while you're fucking screaming over each other the whole time.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, by the way, guys, as of today, we only need 44. Quick math. 44 more subscribers to be monetized here, baby. Let's hit it by the end of the day. Actually, we have more than I assumed we would.
How are we going to hit it by the end?
But we're almost there.
You know what you guys could do? Here's what I'm asking. 2025 is going to be the year where we build community. We don't care about the oligarchs. We care about each other. So what that means is giving back to your community and being a part of a community. And one way you can do that is if you ditch Amazon, you can pay less than half of your Amazon Prime per month to listen to us. have our Patreon, and you get a bunch of extra shit. There's an entire year of content that you can listen to because
it's our year anniversary in like 4 days, Joan.
I know.
That's crazy. And one last thing.
Yeah.
I think I lost it. Oh no, I know what it is. We're next week on Patreon. We're starting a recap. We got rid of Broad City, but we're starting
Smash, baby.
I can't believe we never even discussed before as an option, but like we just said it in passing during like Muppet Christmas Carol, I think, and I was like, oh, we should do that, and you're like, I would do that right now, and we're like, fine.
That's just as much. I think we're gonna have stuff to snark about, stuff to love
but
on.
We love it
I'm
too.
excited.
This is a true like fangirl.
And guys, the pilot of Smash, I mean, at least my recollection, it's been like a little bit since I watched it.
It's funny. All of it.
The pilot is really good.
Every character that comes on, I'm like, oh, there's so much lore behind their son, their weird 18-year-old son, like everything. So anyway, let's get out of housekeeping and start some hot topics.
Schwath, yes, I agree, but I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that.
I'll be on it. I'll be on his ass. Let's get into some hot topics. See, John, I thought you might make a new one of these for the new year, but
I actually have an idea for one, and I was workshopping it. Okay, and I came up with here's what's going on. No, I'm kidding. I actually have a really good one. I don't know if I want to reveal it here. Maybe I should work on it for next week. It's just how did I want to piece it together?
All right. Well, here's this. Well, everyone say goodbye to my hot topics.
You know what? It makes sense. As we're finally approaching our year anniversary, we will have our own hot topics intro. Completely differentiate. I can't talk now. Differentiated from your live.
Hey, speaking of which, this is the hottest topic in
your
town.
Live.
John.
That'd be great.
Did you guys know that John pretends that he doesn't watch our live, but he so clearly does?
You know what's insane is I clicked into the live. I can't actually remember why.
Does he watch it every Monday?
I don't.
You're our biggest fan.
I do not. And then a few hours, a couple hours later,
yes.
I clicked in and I was just going to be kind of trolling, like, oh, why are you guys still here or whatever? And then at that exact moment, Amanda was talking about me and she was like, I know you've been watching this whole time. And it's so weird. I wasn't. I actually realized something I've realized lately is, and you know how I'm always bitching about people being like near me or where I need to be. I think it's because generally my aura is magnetic. And so like people are attracted to my aura, even if it's a bitchy one and like a standoffish one, people still like, there's something about like the aura. So that's why.
I was actually thinking about that the other day as I'm like in my life, because I was thinking of different bosses that I've had, different like people that I've worked for. And it's always, and this goes with people, I think just in general, people either just love me and we're friends forever, and my boss, like I am the right-hand man. Amanda is the #1 person at the company, or they fucking hate me. And I just don't know what that is.
I've had multiple times where I get hired at a job and then like a year later management changes or something. And then within 2 weeks, I'm fired. The person just hates my guts.
I think we both have polarizing personalities.
I do.
Only specific people like it.
And the person who hires me always is like, oh my God, you're like, just, they like absolutely love me. And then all of a sudden
I'm the pariah of the company and they force me out. Anyway, let's get into Ariana and Ethan. Speaking of two people that might be more hated than us right now.
Can you believe it? I mean, I can kind of believe it, but I also think that Ariana.
Let's bury the lead.
Okay, Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater are possibly engaged. That's what the rumors are saying. And if you don't know, or if you've somehow avoided it, Ethan Slater left his baby and baby mama, like newborn baby, to be with Ariana Grande, which seems to be a pattern for her. She seems to be like with be married or with some other man when she marries and meets another married man. And then, I'm just saying it's a pattern, just whatever. Not judging, just saying it's a pattern. But allegedly they're maybe engaged. And see, I was thinking we could say a few predictions for 2025. And I gotta say, my biggest prediction is that Ethan Slater is going to get his little teeny SpongeBobby heart broken when she cheats on him with someone else. They're never making it down the aisle, unlike this AI photo.
This is hilarious. I laughed out loud when you put that.
Now, I do want to go on a Minnie Jones moans here. I'm sorry to bring the mood down, but, and this is AI, and I'm sad that I'm using it. Guys, please stop using AI. I know we want to like use the AI filter to show what our curly hair would look like if we had a curly hairdo. Guys, you know what that's doing? That is like taking energy and power away from our world. They said that it takes tons and tons of power to power these AI computers and shit. And along with that idea with Jeff Bezos and canceling Amazon Prime, Facebook and Meta, which is like Instagram and all that, they announced that they are going to be, or let's just say it, they already have, introducing AI users that look just like normal, like with a normal profile, who will share recipes, who will act like normal people on their platform. Why do we need that? Why do I need to go on Facebook and have half the people on it be AI made up people? That's why no one wants to use Facebook, sweetie. You think TikTok is gonna you think you're gonna get rid of TikTok and everyone's gonna jump over to Instagram and Facebook with your AI users? Get the hell out of here. Quit your bullshit. 2024 is when we're leaving. We're keeping AI in 2024. And we're moving into realism in 2025.
I feel like people don't use Facebook because Facebook is like considered like for old people now, which is so sad because that's like my.
Okay, though, if you go on Facebook, I swear, if you look at your feed, I have 600 or something friends from years and years of time on there, okay? Yeah. If I look at my feed, it shows me 3 people I know and then 40 posts that are a clearly AI photo of a fucking recipe followed by a recipe that isn't real.
I'm getting lots of that too.
What the hell?
Let's go back to Ariana and Ethan really quickly because I think people think that they're engaged. I think that she's getting icked out by him. I'm seeing like lots of pictures where I can sense that she's finally gotten the ick. Even this one, it's kind of like, oh, like she's seen his face in the morning now. She smelled his morning breath. She's heard him fart, and it's like,
I don't think so.
Endgame?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? You think she's into him?
I don't think she has the ick until she meets another man who is like just popped out a child, who's like in that place that gets her excited, and then she'll leave him for whatever is exciting next. Like, this man is not Endgame. But I could see it. I could see this happening.
Well, so you agree with me then that you think that she's going to break up with him?
I think they will possibly get engaged at some point in this year.
Okay, but then she'll leave him. As long as he gets his heart broken, then
I think it'll be in secret though, because I think that the public still isn't really living for it. And then I think that next year or sometime in the year they will break up because she will get with someone else.
I hope so. I hope that happens. And I'm annoyed that this man is walking around
Bowen Yang.
like he Bowen Yang is a whole. Me and Jody went on about Bowen Yang on our Patreon the other day. But anyway, I feel like Ethan Slater needs to just be knocked down a few pegs. And yes, we did read the wife's article. I feel bad for her. I think that she's a fucking queen. And I'm glad that she got rid of him, honestly.
I agree.
Do better.
Amanda, how do you put the names back up?
You have to go to style. Isn't that so handy how they added an entire
I don't know how to do it.
I did it.
I just think, you know what? Isn't the phrase like you get them how you lose them how you get them?
I can attest to that from experience. Let's
and again, I'm not judging because actually I'm going into 2025 with love and light, baby.
Yeah, clearly. What's going on with Blake?
Except for AI and shit. Okay, so Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni, the It Ends With Us drama has like heated up. I wouldn't even call it drama at this point. And it's a weird spot because I kind of don't know. I don't know what to think or say about it. because she's alleging now that there was harassment on set in many different ways, and that his PR company is trying to basically like was running a campaign of how to make her look bad before he looks bad.
Yeah, I kind of believe that.
I believe it too.
But I also believe that she is a dick.
I think two things can be true at once.
100%. And here's my thing with her is the reason that I've decided that I don't even care enough about her to dislike her, like Lisa Vanderpump with Stassi. But I feel like Blake Lively is just a mean bitch. And I'm getting that not off of all of the shit that was said about the set. It was more just about that interview with that woman. Is like, I've seen this now with my eyes. I've seen you act like a total bitch to this woman.
Yeah.
Just like, I don't like Emily Blunt because of that interview she did on like Jay Leno or something. Do you know what I'm talking about? She was saying like how she was at a restaurant. She said that she was talking about like how a waitress said something to her, and she's like, she was doing the waitress's accent, and there was no reason to mention it, but just in the telling of the story, she just said in passing, "Oh, this big fat waitress" or whatever. She was just this big girl, and then later she's like, "Oh, I don't even remember saying that." I'm like, well, that makes it way worse because you clearly didn't even think about it as you were saying it. It just like came out of your mouth real easily. So I don't like her either.
I think that there's a lot of really shitty ass people. Yeah. And people might think we are
Ryan
some
Reynolds
of them too. I agree that we need more information for sure on the situation. I don't know. It's really hard to say because we weren't there. None of us were there.
I think that that guy never came across to me as a safe person or like
no. And have you seen his proposal video to his wife or something?
Yeah, where she made him watch like a video about him or something.
It's like 27 minutes long, and it's like,
God.
Anyway,
I hate that. All right.
Who's RR?
Ryan
Reynolds.
I don't really hate him. I like the movie Waiting.
From like 25 years ago. I like that movie too.
They could have gone further with it.
Ryan Reynolds is like, meh. Okay, now, guys, Amanda didn't want to mention this at the top, but now that we're 22 minutes in, I think we're in a safe space. Now, Amanda has not always, unlike people like me, and the general public, just kidding. Amanda was never like a huge Beyonce fan.
It was more just I don't like her just because of Jody, because of what happened with because all Jody said on her podcast years ago, all she said was, I don't really know anything about Beyonce. I don't really get the hype. I think that's as far as she went.
Okay.
And like people like decimated her and like her comments. She had to like go and beg for
the
more.
Beehive is very.
It was so
vocal.
stupid. I'm like, well, yeah, that's exactly how I feel. Is I don't get the hype, but I like her. I think she's really good. She's really bad in Austin Powers. Well, she was also 19 in Austin, or 20.
I was gonna 20. Say. Okay, but the hype,
I think she's really good.
Okay. So as we know, Beyonce had the Beyonce Bowl, guys, where basically she did the halftime show at some football game on Christmas Day. And you're not broken. She is not a good actress. Totally agreed. And for a long time, I was kind of like middling about her. But then, you can't deny like Crazy in Love and all that. And you put her music on, I want to pop my puss. And
I like all of her music. Honestly, every song that she did at the Super Bowl, I was like, I really like that. Oh, and did you know this piece of information? They did not show that little first part where she was like under the stadium, kind of like with the horse. It was
pre-recorded.
Yeah, that wasn't. They didn't show that on Netflix. Apparently, yeah, it just started with her on stage on Netflix.
I watched it on Netflix.
Well, apparently, you didn't. Maybe in Canada then.
It showed that on Netflix.
Well, maybe not in
Maybe
Canada.
Try it again because Amanda did watch it, guys. It's hard to tell, but here's the photo.
Look at this light I got from behind my TV, though, by the way.
That is fun.
Isn't that so cool? I gave that to so many people for their present this Christmas. And it's just, it's like it changes the whole movie watching experience. It's so fun. It changes color like as it goes.
Oh, anyway. Yeah. Guys,
I loved it.
I
cried.
got really, really deep in Beyonce and the Renaissance album period because, you know, I like anything. I will support anything that will talk even one moment about gayness. If you're willing to put that in mainstream, I'm like, yes, let's do it. And so one thing I will say is we still have not released the visuals for Renaissance. I fear we're never getting the music videos. And why can't we buy or stream the Renaissance movie? We still can't. I'm pissed. That I forgot. Now, someone might correct me. I think that came out in the theaters in 2024. I forgot to put that on my favorite movies of 2024. Guys, that was like so good.
I thought you did. I feel like you did.
I didn't.
By the way, Wicked came out last night on streaming, guys. So none of y'all have any excuse. I've seen it 3 times now, more than Joan.
I've thought about going to the sing-along.
I feel like I might enjoy the sing-along because everything I've watched it on TikTok, I'm like, I wouldn't. Maybe it's like if you're going in knowing that, like knowing what it's going to be, you already seen the movie enough times, you get it. Oh, by the way, really quickly, I got this Lego thing for Christmas. Isn't that cute?
It is really cute.
I mean, I've never owned anything brand new out of the box before. So.
This is though the photo that I did say that Cynthia would not be happy because, as you can see, guys. Elphaba's like hidden in the shadows. She's not able to stare down the lens of the camera.
But I put her up there because for that same thought, I was like, well, I feel like she should be above everyone else. Like she should casting a spell, but then
she's like up there working with Madame Morrible.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Anyway. What's next? Do you want to talk about or do you want to talk about more about Beyonce or no? It was
okay. So we didn't actually talk about the Beyonce Bowl thing. It was fabulous. I loved it. I love. You know, there's people online being like, all of her stuff looks the same. Have you ever heard of branding, you stupid morons? Like, now, here's where I'm going to have a problem, all right? Now, Taylor Swift, I have mentioned the dancing is my number one problem.
Yeah, I agree, yeah.
They have come out with the list of, you know, the top people in the world, or pop artists, and it was Taylor Swift #2 and Beyonce #1, and the discourse online of people being like,
I'm so glad I don't care about either of them at all. So like, because
I don't care about either of them either at all. But like to say that Taylor Swift is a better pop star than Beyonce is
I agree.
Crazy to me.
Beyonce really can dance.
Because holy shit, she sells the shit. I've had the song stuck in my head from the Beyonce Bowl, the Levi's Jeans song that she does with Post Malone.
How does it go? I think that's what's in my head right now.
You know I love you in them jeans. Blah, 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 blah. She's like dancing around this truck with him.
I love you with those she does. I would like to. I wonder if like she had ever trained. Probably not, because she was so famous when she was young. But I feel like she'd be really good at like Caliatura soprano songs because her voice is so like thin that she's able to like do one really like duh. It's like really impressive.
Something.
I'd love to hear her do like an aria.
She
like
did.
Queen of the Night.
She did sing something like that because I remember her wearing a gold dress and her hair is kind of up in it.
Well, find that. Send it. Girl, careful.
Also, agreed. I mean,
listen, I don't look at our reviews, so I don't really give a shit.
You know what? Taylor's dancing is better than Katy Perry. Katy Perry is someone we can leave back in 2024. You want to work with Dr. Luke, the abuser? Stay back. And one thing I will say about Beyonce before we move on, this is where I'm going to need to be careful. Sorry, Beehive. She is still married to Jay-Z, and a lot of things are coming out about that. And
I'm a little nervous for her.
Well,
like, I'm nervous to see her.
Let's not act like she doesn't know what.
If you guys don't like us saying that, you can head on over to Juicy Scoop Podcast because Heather McDonald is going to stick with Jay-Z for the long haul. So you got your team over
Carrie there. Who? I agree. Carrie Petty. I hate Katy Perry. She sucks. Yeah. She needs to get a life, honestly. She's trying to release new music, but she doesn't know what her identity is. When you watch her coming out, I don't know what the hell's going on with her. She's wearing like really weird, she's trying to go for this alien situation, but wearing these outfits that are like, it's okay to like move with your age. Like, I'm not judging you for like showing off your body in any way, but I think part of the issue with her is, and some other people, is like someone like Beyonce has aged with her, like her music has matured with her. Katy Perry never knew who she was. You know, she was always a conservative Christian under guise, pretending that she liked gays, but I'll just leave it at that. Anyway.
All right. Well, let's move on to finally SNL 50. That John, look, I cried during the Beyonce shit. And again, I'm on my period. But John cried at the SNL promo, and I was stone cold during that because I've seen all of those a million times. But
yes, so there's going to be a 50th anniversary SNL show on here February 16th.
I recorded the 25th anniversary on videotape off of TV when it aired, and I edited all the commercials as we went. It like still exists at my dad's house. I have a VHS of SNL 25. That's how old we are. And then also SNL 40 I own.
I remember the SNL 25 actually, because
it was good.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, so really they're doing the 50th one. And the promo came out, and it starts off with like clips of their audition tapes, and they have Amy Poehler as the first one, and then the one that they really like hit you with, the first part that made me start crying, was Phil Hartman does like I was like, oh, then I just kept watching it. I will be down to watch that because I don't like SNL now, and Jane Wickline, I'm gonna need her to.
You and Jody should do your own podcast where you two can just hate on everything that I like. You can just be like, oh, no, I think about Amanda.
No, Amanda though, I think is the type that just sticks it through no matter what. Like
I gave up.
You watched Grey's Anatomy, like
that's how bad Grey's is now. That even I can't stick with it anymore.
I'm the type that's like, you know what? I can't watch this anymore. Goodbye.
Yeah, I mean, I can listen. I can write people and shows off with the blink, like just like poof. But anyway, I'm excited to watch it. So it airs February 16th on Peacock, and I'm excited. I mean, the 40th had that thing with Justin Timberlake and Jimmy Fallon at the beginning, and it was actually very impressive. I was impressed they both got through it. I think that was the last impressive thing that either of them ever did.
I hate them both.
Let's talk about another thing that is airing tonight. I watched the first 8 minutes.
I'm so excited
this is
for
gonna be a good
this
season, you guys.
Traitors US season 3 is coming out today, and I think they drop usually like the first 2 to 3 episodes. I was so into the first 2 seasons. The first season they had half regular people, half like reality stars. Then which I really liked, because the last episode was riveting, when Suri basically took all the money and fucked over the 2 like normie people.
I didn't watch it, but I will definitely be watching all of this.
I loved. And then the season 2, they added all reality people, and this year all reality people. But honestly, this cast literally gives me goosebumps, because a lot of these people are like heavy hitters of reality TV. Let's go through a couple. Okay, Danielle from Big Brother. I don't watch Big Brother, so I don't really know her.
I when I was watching this first 8 minutes, several times out loud, I was like, "Oh yeah, she's on it too." Like this, because all I was thinking about was Bob the Drag Queen and Sandoval. But there are several people here.
I was looking at the promo photos the other day, and I was like, "Oh my god, wait! Oh yeah, she's on it. Oh yeah, he's on it. Oh my god." Okay, Carolyn. I can't see what that says. Survivor, maybe. Chanel Ion, which I think she's going to be fabulous, because she is on another level of delusion. She's from Real Housewives of Dubai, which is now I think canceled. Gabby, who again I can't read it. Bachelor Nation.
Yeah,
guys, don't get me started on the title Bachelor Nation. It's the worst thing I've ever heard in my life. Dolores Catania from Jersey, which they're saying
I'm excited about her. I love her. I was thinking the other day how the name Dolores is such a specific person. Like I feel like, and she fits it.
I feel like she could do really well, because she is a tough bitch. I could really see her doing well.
Catania.
Robin. We got Robin, who I think is really dumb, and she's from Potomac. She got fired. She stayed on there way too long. I think she will not do that well because she's kind of dumb, but they may drag her along for a while because they often drag people along. Then we have Dorlinda, according to this, which is actually
Oh my God. Okay, so
Um,
I don't really know anything about her, but like I just obviously know everything about her because all of my friends like that show. And I'm excited to finally like watch something that she's in. And I've seen obviously all her clips and her drunkest moments.
My prediction for Dorinda is she is going to like I think she is an intelligent woman for sure, but I think she's definitely going to like think she knows better than she actually does and they're going to like make her look dumber than like she's going to try and think she's a master game player and something. That's my prediction. Then Chriselle from Selling Sunset, Sierra from Summer House, Nikki from the WWE, Bob, the mother effing drag queen. And I swear, if they pull a Peppermint on Bob, I'm not watching it. I'm telling you. Because that ruined.
Do you think they'd make him a traitor? Because I almost feel like it's too obvious, but then it's like maybe that'll work in the favor. Like, oh, yeah, I think it would. Him.
Well, last year they thought Peppermint was a traitor immediately, so they have to be strategic, I think.
Okay, well, anyway, I think that Bob's going to win because, as I said, Bob wins everything. And Bob is one of those people that can go... Sorry, what?
No, keep going.
I think Bob is one of those people who can successfully be really high on himself while still being likable. Like, he'll walk in and be like, no, I knew I was going to win Drag Race because I'm the best one here. I will win. I knew I would win. And he, like, doesn't come off it, like, whereas if a woman said that, can you imagine? But, like, like I'm like I love that he talks like that about himself because he is the best. He will win. I think he'll win.
That'd be fun. This game, the people who I want to win like last year did not. Like Trishelle won last year. Like honestly, last year's pissed me off. So actually, I'm really glad that we're moving past it because stupid Trishelle, who thought Peppermint seemed so suspicious. Oh, probably because she's a trans woman. Oh, is that why, Trishelle? Stupid bitch. She won. So I hate when the bigot wins. I hate that shit. Then I will say a couple of these guys from Survivor, Tony and Rob, they are like all-star Survivor players who have like won. They could.
Okay, yeah.
If I went into this game, my immediate plan would be to get rid of those people. Those people who have played a game like Survivor or Big Brother, because they've actually been a part of the strategizing games, like a Real Housewife, like, like,
I agree.
We mentioned this cutie earlier this year, Dylan Efron, Zac Efron's brother.
I got a whole Zac Efron section later in movies.
Then we have Lord, this man Ivar, who is a Lord. Don't know who the fuck that is. Another dumb Bachelor Nation thing. Bob, that guy from Biggest Loser, who he seems a little too famous for this, but okay.
Bob from Biggest Loser. Oh, and Wells from Bachelor Nation. Wells, Sarah Hyland's husband.
Ew, that's Sarah. Oh my God. You saw though that Sarah Hyland is going to be in some Broadway show. She's replacing The Great Gatsby.
I don't want.
The shows are not good anyway. Then we have Britney Spears' ex.
Ugh.
And then we have Ariana Maddox's ex.
I'm gonna be a trainer.
Like Tom Sandoval is like, let's be honest, is the one that now, while I love Bob, I'm watching Bob for strategy, and I'm watching Tom Sandoval and Dorinda for pure mess. I'm really looking forward to just messiness. And if they get rid of Tom Sandoval immediately, I'll be kind of disappointed.
I want to watch everyone, but I want Bob to eviscerate him.
Oh, I do too. I want Bob to just eviscerate everyone, and I hope there's a lot of that.
But I especially want him to just like sit Tom Sandoval alone in a room and just read him down. Let's do a roast of Tom Sandoval just by Bob. Speaking of Vanderpump Rules, did you hear about? Hey, did you hear about this? Did you hear about this? Jax Taylor was ordered to do a cameo for someone.
Ordered to? That sounds like the court was like, Jax, you must make a cameo. He ordered this cameo. If you guys don't know what cameo is, it's like a thing where you can buy like celebrities to send, like you can pay for a celebrity to celebrity
Yeah.
to send a video to you. Jax
Pretty
recorded
Brown's
one
on
where
Cameo.
literally you cannot hear a word he's saying. It's like,
and he's wearing his like kind of like thick Coke bottle
he's like
lens
needing to
glasses.
read the screen. And if you don't know about Cameo, I think they give you a script.
They do, like they give you like a certain amount of words, so you can tell that he's like talking, and then he's kind of looking like, oh, I need to hit that point too. But it's him
like, Casey,
about to
happy
get into his
birthday,
car.
so happy for you. Blah
Yeah,
blah
it
blah.
seems like he was like walking to his car from like the gym, so he's like in the parking lot. He's like, oh, I got to do that Cameo. So then before he opened his car door, and before he actually jumped into it, he just like talked on Cameo, and the whole time all you hear is the wind going.
Happy birthday to we really said that it's a really great time to see that your boyfriend.
That's it. For like, and this person said, I need the world to know my boyfriend paid an ungodly amount for a Jax Taylor cameo, and he sent a 2-minute video where I can understand maybe 3 words, and they posted it, and that's exactly what it is. So great job, Jax, nailing it. Lastly, speaking of Vanderpump Rules, me and Justine went to the casino this week. We went thrifting. Bought my mom a red velvet cake for her birthday this weekend. And then we went to the casino, and I just want to show off these drinks. These are like 2 of my favorite mocktails. I get a lot of messages saying like, oh, I like when you talk about mocktails. And this is my favorite brand. It's called Clever. It might just be in Canada, but it tastes exactly like, it gives you a kick. It kind of makes your brain. And then here's another one. This is a Moscow Mule. It's called like Buzzy Bee or something. Anyway, that was good. But then Lala Kent and James Kennedy came to the casino for an appearance, and their poster is in the lobby. And so me and Justine took pictures. It's right there at the very top, right in the middle.
Okay.
And there's me flipping off the picture because I'm bad, and you're not supposed to take pictures of the casino.
Lala and James they're nasty.
They're nasty.
Guys, hey, now's a good time to remind you, if you haven't hit like, hit it now. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Anyway, guys, I did attempt this week to go see Nosferatu. Unfortunately, there's just too much going on, and like, this is a really bad time to go to the movies if you are a person who likes to go when there's like no one else there, because literally every time I try and check the damn thing, there's people filling up.
That's me and Justine are waiting till we wanted to wait. We wanted to go last week, but we're gonna go tomorrow to Baby Girl. Do you think it'll still be crazy? Because it's a holiday. Because we don't want to go when there's other people there.
I've looked at both, trying to see Baby Girl and Nosferatu, and
we want to be able to masturbate,
like nearly full. Oh yeah, I want to be able to jizz without like anyone being in my way. Yeah. And you know, if you're within a 6 foot distance, you fucked.
You got reach on yours.
Jesus, guys, yikes. The internet is forever. All right.
But you didn't see it, but you're going to go.
I didn't see it. I want to see it.
Coming up, Nosferatu.
But I do want to say, I am looking forward to some movies coming out in 2025. One of them is 28 years later. And that's like the 28 days later. And then they made 28 weeks later. And then now they're making 28 years later. And I saw a preview for it. It's like a zombie movie. The preview looks kind of scary. I'm actually really excited. And then, obviously, the #1 movie.
I thought, didn't you leave while I was getting ready because you were pulling pictures of all of these? And I'm noticing you didn't.
I said that I was, if I wanted to, I could pull the list up from IMDb, but I'm not pulling all the pictures. I told you that. Back in here. Because there was just, and honestly, there wasn't a lot. I was like, look, the #1 is like, there's a new Superman movie. I don't care about that. I don't give a fuck. Hey, let us know how Baby Girl is. How much does it make you come?
Guess we'll see. I'm on my period.
I will say, I've watched, Amanda and I were texting each other the clip of him dancing to Father Figure,
like,
where people are like, the comments on this video are like, oh my God, I could watch him do this all day. Oh yeah, he's the perfect, it's perfect because he's not too ripped. He's not ripped like everyone else. Are you guys on drugs? He has a 6-pack abs and a perfect body, and you're saying he's not ripped like everyone else, and like, this is just like what I need.
Dancing, and this
is like, here's the dance.
Nicole is just sitting there like watching. I'm like, if I can picture myself being Nicole, like in myself being in this situation, I'm just watching this young man dancing in front of me. I'd be sitting there like, what am I doing here right now? Like, what am I? What do I want to happen? What is this?
What would your reaction be if I was walking?
But she's like into it. She's like sitting in the chair, like
she doesn't look that into it because Nicole is a person who allegedly, and two of my girls that I like, they talk about that she has a face on top of a face, and I will very much agree. Nicole Kidman's face doesn't
got
move.
An accent on top of an
accent. What kind of damn expression? How am I supposed to know if she likes it? Sorry.
Well, I saw a movie.
This is a movie I like have no desire to see, and in fact, I
can't believe that you haven't seen this or have no interest because it's just a bunch of like ripped men like touching each other.
I don't like this. I don't. Well, first of all,
it was Iron Claw. By the way, I saw Iron Claw.
Well, yesterday. You realize that one on
Max. Sorry,
that one on the left.
Which one
is the guy from Baby Girl?
Oh, really?
Isn't it?
I don't know.
And I'll say the reason I'm looking at this right now is Zac Efron looks horrifying to me. And look who's on the right. I hate that man. I do not find him attractive in any way. So no, I don't think I want to watch a movie with Jeremy Allen White running around in it. Barfarama and Zac Efron.
Barfarama.
Stop taking steroids, y'all. You know who takes steroids too in this picture? Probably, allegedly, maybe Jeremy Allen White. Probably everyone in this photo. Enough.
Zac Efron looks real. It seems
crazy.
I described it as he looks painful in his own body.
Mm-hmm.
He's like so ripped that like it looks like everything hurts him. I feel bad for him. I hope that he's okay. I'm worried.
I feel
like he went through like a really weird childhood, obviously, being like a Disney hunk. Can't imagine that he didn't see some weird shit. But anyway, I liked the movie. It was good. It was sad. Justine like bawled at the end. I didn't really cry. Lily James was pretty good in it. She has like brown hair. She's doing like a really believable Southern accent. I feel like she is going to win an Oscar in our lifetime. Do you know who that is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't she play
She's from Downton Abbey. She was Cinderella. What are you trying to say?
Like Pam Anderson.
Yes. Oh, yes. Pam and Tommy. I should add that to my list. I would rewatch that for sure.
Anyway, yeah, I never saw this when it originally came out because, yeah.
Well, but on John's favorite movie of the year, it's like X-Men 25.
No. Transformers 1.
Potato. Another thing that I watched this week that I'm working on, Joan.
Jay Schwa, trust me, I'm down for a line cook. I've worked in restaurants for many years, and it doesn't matter if you're a boy, especially if you're a little gay boy server, they will.
You know why I'd be into Jeremy Allen White? Because he's so damaged. Like I watched him like 20-year-old Amanda would have been like, oh, that
I can fix
damage of this man. Oh, he's so sad. Oh, it's so hot. No, I don't find it hot. Listen, John, this has to do with you. Now, I've been watching that Dough-a-thon. My boys. This has
nothing to do with me.
The Dough-a-thon. I'm working my way through the 25-hour Dough-a-thon, which is available on Twitch. All 25 hours is there, baby. My new bit for the new year is that I think that we should do a poo-a-thon is what I've been floating around the idea. Floater. I want to do a marathon, maybe a half poo-a-thon. And it'll be like... I don't know. We could do it for like
you and I.
It would be like our world. Like you and me would have like a segment, and then you could take over for a few hours, and like then
this would be rough because what would happen is you'd watch the viewership go from like 4,000 people to what are we at now? 17. So you and Jody 4,000. I jump on
mass unfollowing.
Huge drop. 17. And then people in the comments like, let me know when Jody gets back. Let us know when Jody's back on.
Let me know when Amanda leaves. I think we could really make it work. And we get the segments. Oh, the segments we could do.
It could be fun, but the 420 special is already quite an undertaking.
I know. I don't really want to do it this year, but we have to. It's like our 7th annual or something at this point.
Okay. Anyway,
we'll figure something out for that. But anyway, another thing that I've decided to binge that I've settled on, I mentioned this on Monday, is feast your eyes on this.
What is this? I can't tell. What is this?
Obviously, I'm watching Frasier. I'm about to finish season 1, and it's really, really good. And I think you might like it, John. It's a pretty gay show.
I watched Frasier growing up.
You did? Is that why you're so sassy?
I watched also Will and Grace, so that probably
Will and Grace is way worse than Frasier, especially on a rewatch.
No. Karen and Jack, always iconic. I do not care.
The other two are Deborah Messing.
Grace is.
I know. I don't think she's great politically, or like I don't think anyone really likes her in general. But lastly, for my like wormhole thing, actually, well, can I play the wormhole? I guess. Yeah. Do we have that? Where is it? Got it. These are things that I want, that we're anticipating for this year. These are the wormholes that we will be undertaking in this year. So my 3 most anticipated is White Lotus. Season 3. Shut up, you fucking bitch.
You know what I notice is, when I make my TikToks, sidebar, because I try and record the voiceovers and shit just in one go with no anything, I have the worst, I sound literally illiterate in a lot of that, because I'll mess up. Anyway, keep going. Sorry.
John, you're so bad at putting comments up.
Oh, I didn't realize I was supposed to. I read them.
Well, when I talk for a while, I feel like you should jump in and do it. But anyway, everyone's into the 24-hour poo-a-thon. I'm just saying. Maybe a half poo-a-thon.
I'll do it as long as it's not called a poo-a-thon. I'm not doing something called a poo-a-thon.
I think
I'm not doing a
poo-a-thon. By the way, on Doughboys, like on the overnight stuff, I was going in and out. So like there were sometimes where it was just Mitch and his friend Dano from Quincy, and there was only like 17 people watching, me being one of them. So like it's okay. People tune in and out, and then it's there forever. It's evergreen. So
who's gonna take?
Anyway. Who was gonna take?
I don't want to be anything involved in poo.
Well, we'll discuss it. But anyway, okay, let's go back to this. White Lotus season 3.
That's exciting.
In Thailand is going to come out. John, I just got my friend John Bo, who was in the Come From Away tour that you saw. He's like, I need something to watch after Sopranos. And I was like, White Lotus. And he finished both seasons in like 3 days because it's that good. Like immediately. He's like, immediately.
I probably could. I got it in my up next thing.
Honestly, I think you watch one episode, John, you're going to be into it.
I know. That's why I have to like be ready for that.
Okay, but get ready because it's really just, and also it was like a COVID show. So like it has like a special kind of feeling for me. So that airs the same day as the SNL thing. So that Sunday is going to be a big day. And just like that, season 3, no air date, no drop date on this yet.
I'm actually, I hate myself, but I'm kind of excited about season 3 just to see what happens.
You're caught up? Yeah, John's finally caught up.
Yeah.
So many weird things.
And check out our video because we did have some wild and wacky predictions.
Yes, I'm sure he's in the North American tour. So if you're seeing it in the States, then you're seeing it. He's the British guy. You're gonna love him, and you're definitely going to cry like a baby. Okay, A World Without Che. I know Che's not in season 3, and just
I know
we're starting to get to like them a bit.
I was gonna say I was just ready to see their and Toby's relation.
Oh yeah, Toby. I was really invested in Toby.
Glad I don't have to say the name Toby anymore. Just saying it over and over just bugs me. All right, I am excited about a few things.
I had one more.
Oh, oops.
Twisted Metal season 2. No drop date on that either, but that's something else I'm really excited about. I know no one cares about that, but I like it. It's good. Mitchell is in it. He's in the Doughboys.
This is, I think, actually Amanda's number 1, and it's premiering just in 2 days. RuPaul's Drag Race season 17, and I am going to
17. Jesus Christ.
It is 17. I'm going to be actively doing a recap each week, and I'm thinking Amanda might watch the episodes too. That would be great.
What? I'm not going to. Do you really want me to? I will if you want me to. Oh, you just
do
look
it,
so
because
sad. I'm so sorry. Okay, I'll watch it.
because you have from Friday till the next Wednesday. You have that whole time to watch the episode.
Okay.
Because then I'll talk about it on each live.
Why don't you just tell me each week if I should watch it?
I think you just should, so that you have like a basis.
All right, I'll do it. Look, what 2025? I'm back to Drag Race. Maybe Girlfriend's Cocktail Hour will come back.
No, quit spreading yourself so thin.
Right?
We need to keep our patrons
I am very
here, honey.
What else?
That's not what I meant.
Also, thanks. I was like, I'm so skinny, and John's like, that's not what I meant, Maddie.
That was a joke. Ha ha. Joke. Ha.
I'm not. Wait. What is RuPaul still doing up here? Okay, here we go. Okay. TikTok. Look, I didn't want to talk about this bit, but like,
I don't either.
Every comment I see, it's Ashley Trevino. Every comment that I see on her shit this is in every comment section. Several people saying everything I know about Ash Trevino has been against my will, and I could not put that any better. Mm-hmm. That's exactly. And now it's just I'll just get a person who's just as angry as I am, just going off, 1,000 miles an hour, just telling me what happened. And then it'll be this long story. It'll be like a 10-minute video of them just telling me what happened to Ashley Trevino. And this isn't like over the past week. It'll be something that happened yesterday. Here's what happened in the 6-hour stream
2 hours ago.
Yes. So much is happening. I know way too much about her. I hate her.
I have never once
a major personality disorder and everything I hate about humans. Oh, go away. What do you know about her?
I've never once seen an original video of hers. I've only ever seen videos that people are like stitching or whatever they do, and I just don't care. I think we make the wrong people famous. Like, why? Like,
what do you think the fascination is with her, though?
Trash. Like, people
is it just that you want to watch trash?
I think it is, and I think that that's part of the problem too with places like TikTok isn't as bad at this as like Instagram is. Like, Instagram pushes out people just so they can be bullied. I swear.
I never go on Instagram. Ever.
If you go through Instagram Reels, watch Instagram Reels. Look at any of the comments. They force out videos of like really, I don't know how to say this in a nice way, busted looking people or like weird things. And then all the comments under them are like a picture of a troll, like crazy shit. Where on TikTok, you don't really see that much. So I think, and maybe that's part of the AI people that Instagram are adding there. Anyway, yes. Anyway, this is dumb. I hate it.
Well, she was supposed to have a mass unfollowing, but why do I know her song? Like, why is it in my head sometimes? So there was supposed to be a mass unfollowing. I was seeing it on all of my shit. Every comment section on every video that I'm getting that has nothing to do with Ash Trevino is at the top of the comment section. They'll say Ash Trevino mass unfollowing December 31st at midnight. I of course went to sleep at like 9:30 last night. So did it happen, Joan?
Well, I had seen that she hit 1 million followers in like a day ago or 2 days ago. Yes. And then I did look last night that she was down to 800 something. So I mean,
all right,
that's a pretty big unfollowing, but at the same time, like I'm begging to try and get 10,000 followers on my fucking TikTok.
You're trying to get 1,000 on YouTube.
I know.
Do you think we got more during this? We probably lost.
No, we probably lost at least 3 because every time we post a video, people click in and listen to us yelling over each other the whole time, and they're like,
"We're at 9:56, guys. Tell all
your friends. What did you join at, babe? What part did you join?
Probably Ash Trevino.
We also have this. Is this with it?
Okay, I told you about this the other day, but this is this like video where, and people are very it's really just everyone being like, what a cunt. Why this is why men don't open up to people. This poor man and he's abused. What's happening here? This woman is the person filming this is obviously like the partner. And she walks up and he's like having this like moment. She's like, what's up? But she is about to go out and like troll him for something because like his football team lost or something like that. Like her intention here is to be like, hey, what's up? Just so you know, like something.
No, what she says is something like, oh, the Bears couldn't even blah, blah, blah. It's like something very much bitchy
that's what she went out there with the intention to do, but she catches him in the moment and he's like having this like existential crisis. Like, I bought this spool of wire 40 years ago and it just ran out. And he's just really having a full meltdown in his head about like time and aging. And then she obviously doesn't read the room because she went out there with this other intention. And then she says some, you know, like something bitchy like that. And so everyone's like, what a bitch. And I just watched this as I can 100% see myself being that, because you're not trying to be a dick. Just this is what your intention was to go out here. You're not reading the energy of the room, and then you blurt it out, and now you're the most hated person on TikTok.
What I will say is yes, but I also think that we are so like desperate to film everything.
Yeah.
Like, do you need to walk out of the place like holding your camera up so you can catch his...
I might have had the click in my head here. Once he starts getting all serious, I feel like, well, first I'd probably put the phone down.
I just wouldn't record. I do not record my life the way that these people do. I don't understand.
I would never just walk up to somebody without like before. If I'm going to film something, I'd be like, I'm filming now. I would never just walk up on someone like that because that would be my worst nightmare.
Well, and your intention here is to like troll your partner and you want to get their reaction.
I mean, yeah.
And then you post it.
Accounts just doing that, pranking their partners. Anyway, that's that. I just feel I can see myself being that girl. So let's give her a little
couple things. I'll wrap it up here then. In case you guys haven't heard of Raise Your Yeah. Amanda didn't know what that was, but
it came up on my thing the other day.
You know, there's this Broadway song. It's from Mean Girls where she's like, where's your right finger? Blah, 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 blah. Something like that. And if you're at all a Broadway theater kid, you probably get videos like this pop up randomly where it's someone like a person doing a vocal training class or whatever.
A master class. Like, I hate
a master class. A master class is this: a group of people, likely your peers from your classes. You're in a room, and then a professional goes up and brings up maybe like 3 or 4 people and then works like specifically with those people. And you're singing and
that you have an audience for your own voice lesson, basically. It's just everyone watching you get a voice lesson.
And there are things you can definitely learn from watching some, like you learn a lot but from that, but it's embarrassing. And in like this
video that plays before Sunday in the Park with George and Into the Woods of Stephen Sondheim. You've seen that, obviously, right? It's like from like 1980, and it's Stephen Sondheim giving a master class to a bunch of kids, and one of the guys gets really irritated at Sondheim. And he's like, yeah, I know. Like, that's Stephen Sondheim. But anyway.
I wouldn't be able to do this because I would come off as a bitch. So the girl's like trying to sing, now raise your right finger, and it's like, raise your right. She can't like hit the notes, right? And then it comes to this woman being like, just do it. Or she's like, now try. Now raise your yeah. And then that's just been all over the internet. And my favorite video is this one that catches this person in the background who is so me, because the person's watching intently. They're like watching. And then when the girl finally does raise your yeah, this person just starts laughing, and they're right in the fucking video.
Oh no.
And the video, I mean, of course someone's now taken it as a meme and they wrote me because I can't take shit seriously. And this would be me. Like, that's why I'm kind of worried to see Baby Girl, because I think other people are going to be like dripping in the theater and I'm going to be like laughing because
I might too.
Don't think it's that hot. Now, if you are interested, I know Valentine's Day is coming up. And this came up on my Facebook page, and this is the #1 reason that if I didn't have to have a Facebook page for my business,
I only have one for my Facebook group.
I wouldn't have it. I would cancel it because Etsy is decided that this is something I might like to buy.
Oh, I saw this on the things and I was like, what the fuck?
If you don't know, it is this is a duvet set.
I feel like Sheena would have this in her house.
No. I think Sheena
would?
I don't think anyone would, babe. Like white trash would have this.
Christine from Sister Wives would. Because
Amanda, do you see what's at honey, do you see what's at the bottom of this?
I see it. I think that she might.
You think Chris? Okay.
I think Christine would put this on her bed and then accidentally have the camera catch it in the background and be like, whoops, I fuck now.
Okay.
It's
let me describe this here, friends. This is a duvet, and the idea here is that someone is writing on white paper because the background of the print is a page, like lined paper. It then says something that's covered up, so it's mine, which I'm scared to see what the top of that says. Like, I lick it, so it's mine, because it is a drawing of and then it says William plus Jessica in gold hearts, and then a drawing of a man eating a girl out.
An eagle eye view.
Like,
of a man.
Over the, like, and you would put this on your bed. And then the two pillows that go with it say, I love your face, especially when it's in between my legs. And then the other one says, as long as I have a face, you'll always have a place to sit.
Yeah.
And with that, thank you guys for joining us.
Beaker Face says McKelty would make a show of buying this for Christine. That's more accurate. That's the situation in which someone would buy this. They would buy this to embarrass
for their mother.
Else. Yeah, McKelty would do it 100%.
Can you buy this for Daphne?
Showed everyone her wedding dress on TV. They had like a low slit, and Christine's like, "Oh, I like that. It's like low." And McKelty's like, "Yeah, your vagina looks good." This is on TV when her mom's trying on her fucking wedding dress. Anyway, well, I'm gonna buy this for you, John.
I would like you to get this for Daphne and Ron.
Oh my god!
Right? I would live. Then get it for your mother. She'd love it.
Yeah, we have that kind of relationship for sure. All right, guys.
I mean, I'm sure Daphne doesn't wear heels like that though in bed.
Oh no, she's a sensible outfit.
Sorry, Daph. All right, we love you guys.
Yeah, have a wonderful rest of your day. Walter, do you want to come say hello? Merry Happy New Year. No, all right. You know what?
All right, couple last things before we go. Check out our Patreon because we do extra episodes every week. Now is a great time to join. $6 a month. That's it. That's basically like. Thanks for joining, babe. You're gonna stick through though and be part of the rewatch crew. Leave us a comment, hit the like, hit subscribe, do all this stuff. We really, really appreciate it. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Was really hoping we'd get there before January 1st, but we're close.
Maybe it could still work. The first couple days don't count.
Yeah. Next Wednesday, guys. Do you know what next Wednesday is?
Our anniversary?
No.
Oh, well, it is.
Technically, it's not, because our anniversary, I think, is the 6th,
year old.
Isn't it?
We'll be solid.
Next Wednesday, January 8th, is my birthday. So please let me know if you'd like to send me a gift.
Let's do that. Let's get monetized for Joan's birthday, and that'll be my
That would be great. So I could make my 25 cents off of our live. Yay! We love you guys.
Love you guys so much. Have a wonderful rest of your week, and we'll see you every Wednesday at noon Mountain Standard Time.
Yeah.
Have a wonderful week, guys. Happy New Year. Bye.
Bye-bye.